What's up, everybody? Justin here, back with a new year in wrestling reloaded. The year 2000. It's been a long time since I've done a year in wrestling reloaded video. I've been busy. I moved at the end of summer last year into the fall, so anyways, I didn't have time to do a year in wrestling reloaded show. I like doing them. I like talking about the past. And in this show, year in wrestling reloaded 2000, I'll be giving you giving the results of Monday Night Raws from March 2000, Nitros from March, and ECW Hardcore TV from February 2000, and ECW on TNN from February 2000. Got this hat a very long time ago. I think I don't know. Before the F was out. But anyways, thought I'd wear it. Also wearing an old school Hardy Boy shirt. Got NWO shirt in the background, a Rock shirt, Latha SmackDown, ECW poster. I'm ready to talk about the year 2000. It was a hell of a year in pro wrestling. You had ECW going strong. NWO was not going strong, but WCW was still around and doing monthly pay-per-views. And WWF, the Attitude Era, WWF was on fucking fire. On fire in 2000. They didn't have Stone Cold, but they didn't need him. So I'm going to review ECW's on TNN from February 4th, 2000. Up first, we had not many matches on these shows. On ECW on TNN or Hardcore TV, not many matches because the shows are only like 42 minutes or 39 minutes sometimes. So first we had a tag team matchup. It was crazy. Dusty Rhodes came to ECW in 2000 and he was super over. The American Dream got extreme. Tommy Dreamer and Dusty Rhodes teamed up with Francine still before she cut a epic promo on Tommy Dreamer, put him down and left him. Francine, great manager, great on the mic, great at promos. Francine, one of the best heel managers as far as females. She's one of the best. She's up there with Sherry Martel. So Tommy Dreamer, Dusty Rhodes defeated Rhino and Steve Corino with Jack Victory. Up next, this was the main event for the ECW TV title. Rob Van Dam, the whole fucking show. The guy was on fire in 2000. He was great. He was in his prime. I think he's still in his prime if he wanted to have another run. Just, my God, RVD in 2000, 99, 98. He could do anything. The guy was super, super gifted, great athlete. So RVD defended the TV title and defeated Mikey Whipwreck. He just returned to ECW, I want to say in November 99. So now let's go to ECW Hardcore TV, February 6th, right after the TNN show aired. Hardcore TV review for February 6th, 2000. Danny Doring and Roadkill defeated the Dupps. They were never seen again after ECW, or actually the Dupps, I think, appeared in TNA NWA TNA for a short time on pay-per-views when TNA started. But they were gone after 2002. So the Dupps, bowed up, jacked up, were defeated by Danny Doring and Roadkill. Up next we had it was actually a six-man... was it a six-man tag? I don't know if it was a six-man tag, but they said Kid Casanova were involved. Maybe they were. That doesn't make sense, because whoever did this review on this site messed up. You wouldn't have two baby faces, Nova and Kid Cash, teaming with the Dupps. Up next, the Bodies. Remember they used to do this, we're the Bodies. They were actually ahead of their time. They did the fists before the Shield. The Bodies did that. In ECW, anyways, the Bodies. Vic Grimes, Spanish Angel. Vic Grimes, by the way, almost was murdered by New Jack when he was thrown off the scaffold in XPW. So the Bodies defeated Boss Mahoney and New Jack in a street fight. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Boss Mahoney and New Jack, the original gangster. Main event, ECW Hardcore TV, February 6, 2000. The whole fucking show again. Defended the TV title, RVD. Retained the TV title. Defeated Masato Tanaka. Now let's go to ECW. Back to ECW on TNN. If I can get back there. So, ECW on TNN review, February 11th, 2000. This Year in Wrestling Reloaded 2000 is going to be maybe an hour show because I got a lot of reviews to do. This Year in Wrestling Reloaded, I go in depth. Not like my original Year in Wrestling, where I just reviewed the pay-per-views from like 1987 to I think 2010 or 13. Check out my Year in Wrestling original playlist. In these reloaded shows, I review Raw, SmackDown, ECW. So, February 11th, ECW on TNN, World TV title. 2-on-1 handicap match. Spike Dudley got the TV title because RVD sadly broke his leg or ankle. Had to give it up. That sucked. I really remember it like it was yesterday. RVD gave up the TV title in the ECW arena and had to give it to Cyrus, the Virus, the head of the network, and gave him the title. Sad day when RVD had to give up the title because of injury. The guy was a TV champ for 23 fucking months. He had a great run and an epic reign. Of course, his best matches were against Jerry Lynn for the TV title. So the TV title, 2-on-1 handicap, the winner, or just not the winner would get it, but Spike Dudley was a champion. The TV champ. I forgot he was a TV champion. I don't remember Spike Dudley as a TV champion. I think he lost it very quick after this, or they started a tournament. Maybe this is wrong. Maybe it wasn't for the TV title, but Spike Dudley defeated the Dupps in a handicap match. The Giant Killer defeated them and squashed them in 13 seconds. Tommy Dreamer with Francine still defeated Mikey Whipwreck. And the main event was just incredible. Taking on Raven, and it ended in a no contest. That was February 11th, ECW on TNN. I'm going to just review the rest of ECW on TNN for February so I don't have to keep going back and forth between Hardcore TV and TNN. So February 18th, ECW on TNN. ECW World Tag Team Titles #1 contender match. Danny Doring and Roadkill defeated Chris Chetty and Supernova. Super Crazy defeated C.W. Anderson. I believe that was the ECW TV title tournament matchup. Because Super Crazy would go on to Living Dangerously in March and become the TV champ for a very short time. ECW World Heavyweight title on TNN before Mike Awesome jumped ship to WCW. That pissed me off as an ECW fan. I was fucking pissed at Mike Awesome. I understand why he went, but I'm talking about 22 years ago. I was fucking pissed at him. I was ECW for life, and I was pissed Mike Awesome jumped. But now, 22 years later, I get it. The guy took a big guaranteed contract. He took the money he needed for his family. I don't know what he's paid in ECW, but it couldn't have been anything close to what WCW gave Mike Awesome. But then, they fucking killed him. They didn't have him be Mike Awesome, the awesome one. They put him in a fucking that 70s guy gimmick, and then the fat chick Thriller, or whatever the fuck that shit was. Horrible. Main event for the ECW World title, Mike Awesome defeated Masato Tanaka. Let's go to the final episode of ECW on TNN for February 2000. For the World TV title, I think this was a tournament matchup. Rhino and the Sandman ended in a no contest. That's weird, because I believe Rhino would go to the finals. Maybe I'm wrong. To take on Super Crazy at Living Dangerously 2000. Loser leaves. ECW Tag Team match. Danny Doring and Roadkill defeated the Dupps, so they were gone out of ECW. ECW World Tag Team titles, the Impact Players. Lance Storm, Just Incredible with Dawn Marie. I always thought Dawn Marie was great. My God, what an attractive woman she was in ECW. Just damn sexy. Impact Players defeated Raven and Tommy Dreamer. I believe it was at the ECW arena. Maybe. It was really good for the tag titles. Impact Players still your tag team champions. Let's go back to Hardcore TV now. February 13th, Hardcore TV. Balls Mahoney, Masato Tanaka defeated the Bodies in 3 minutes 55 seconds. Social-Hero Tajiri defeated Super Crazy in a Japanese death match. That was damn good. It went 11 minutes 43 seconds. And the main event of February 13th, Hardcore TV 2000. Dusty Rhodes and Tommy Dreamer again, teaming up, defeated Jack Victory and Steve Corino in a street fight. That was, by the way, it was from Jacksonville, Florida. Let's go to February 20th, ECW Hardcore TV. Results. Little Guido defeated Chaz Taylor. Kid Cash defeated Simon Diamond. Rob Van Dam was still the TV champ. RVD defeated Sabu. 14 minutes. Sabu, RVD always had fucking classics. Really good matches. So let's go to the final Hardcore TV of February 2000, February 27th. Come on. I'm pressing this damn thing and it won't fucking load. I don't know. I'll be back in a second. So I'm back with February 27th Hardcore TV review. Bill Wilds and C.W. Anderson defeated Chris Chetti and Nova. Masato Tanaka defeated the Spanish Angel. The Impact Players defended the tag titles against Raven, Tommy Dreamer again. And defeated them to retain. That was, by the way, from February 27th, 2000. Hardcore TV was from my hometown, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Sadly, I was not there, but I was at Hardcore Heaven 2000. And, yeah, February 27th, Hardcore TV is, I believe, or maybe it was on TNN, early March 2000, because they would tape like 2 weeks in advance. But Francine left Tommy Dreamer and just ripped him in a promo. It was awesome. In a heel promo. So that's the Hardcore TVs and ECW on TNNs for February. I'll review March on the next shows. On the next Year in Wrestling Reloaded. So now let's go to March 2000 WCW Nitros I'm going to review. And I will say uncensored, I can't even talk, WCW Uncensored 2000 happened in March. Holy fuck, it was not a good show. It was not horrible, but it was not good. It was not great. The best thing that happened was probably Crowbar being chokeslammed off the damn scaffold where the giant screen is by the entrance. He was chokeslammed by the wall into like a crash pad or whatever the hell it was. Went through wood and probably a crash pad. But that was a cool spot. And the rest of Uncensored 2000, I did not care about. Ric Flair and Hogan had a strap match in 2000. And it ended the pay-per-view. What the fuck was that? Look. So I have them right here beside me, but I love Flair and Hogan. But what the fuck? Why were they facing off at Uncensored in 2000 in the main event? What were you guys thinking? Obviously, Hogan had creative control, so he probably booked that. Or he booked himself in the main event. And nobody in management could do anything about it. I don't know who's booking or who's in control, Bischoff at the time. Doesn't matter. I believe they got rid of Vince Russo in February or January, but they brought him back in April. That was a mistake. Because the guy just was horrible. Pushed himself, pushed David Arquette to win the world title. Fucking Vince Russo was a world champion at one point. I think disgraceful that Vince Russo put himself on TV so much. What the fuck? You weren't Vince McMahon. You weren't the Mr. McMahon character, you dumb motherfucker. So back to Nitro. Again, at Uncensored, Flair Hogan should have not main evented. But 22 years ago, I was upset about it. And at that time, my God, Flair's 73 now, I believe. So 22 years ago, the guy was 51. 51-year-old Ric Flair. And Hogan, I believe, was I don't know, 47, 46, maybe 45. I don't know. I believe Hogan's like 6, 7 years younger than Flair, I think. I'm not sure, but I know Hogan's a little bit younger, but still, you had a 51-year-old guy take on like a 47-year-old guy on a pay-per-view main event. What the fuck, WCW? I will say I would rather have seen Flair and Hogan than the fucking stupid New Blood storyline versus the Millionaires Club. They're trying to push some New Blood and push the what the fuck are they called? Natural Born Thrillers. The problem is those guys, none of them were gonna be top guys. Sean Sanders, I think was his name. I forget his name. I haven't watched WCW 2000 in a very long time. But Sean Sanders, Natural Born Thrillers, the guy was good on the microphone, but that's it. Chuck Palumbo, good athlete, but he was not going to be a top guy. Sean O'Hare was not going to be a top guy. Mark Jindrak, great athlete. Looked like $1 million, but he was not going to be a top guy. And look what happened when they went to WWF. They were pretty much buried and beaten by WWF guys. And I'm not upset about that, because if I was Vince, I wouldn't have saw a lot of WCW young guys I wouldn't have saw as top guys for my company either. Let's go to, again, Nitro 2000, March 6th. From North Carolina. Kaz Hayashi defeated Psychosis. He was with Juventud Guerrero. I'm surprised they still kept the Cruiserweight title and a lot of Cruiserweights under contract. I'm surprised. They kept them around in 2000 because they did not book them good. They should have just got rid of the whole division. Up next, a Big Vito defeat Ron Harris. Who gives a fuck? I didn't about them two. David Flair, good God. David Flair wrestling. Horrible. He was not good. Ric Flair now at 73 is better than David Flair ever could have been. David Flair took on the Wall. And that ended in a no contest. I always liked the Wall. I thought he was a good, young, fresh talent WCW had in 2000. I thought he should have been pushed as a monster heel. Even when he showed up in TNA in 2002, I thought the guy looked like a great monster heel. But he never really got pushed in WCW or TNA. And sadly, I believe the Wall committed suicide. I believe I heard that. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I should look it up. But the dog, who the hell's that? The Dog? I don't remember anybody being named the Dog. But some guy named the Dog. Maybe he's one of Tank Abbott's friends. That looks like he's in a fucking biker gang. The Dog, whoever the fuck that is, defeated Evan Courageous. Kurt Hennig defeated Ric Flair. Norman Smiley defeated Idol. Stevie Ray and Big T. Good God, Big T was horrible. Big T in WCW, formerly Ahmed Johnson. Big T was worse than David Flair. I will say that. Big T was horrible in WCW. The guy was super overweight. I don't know if he had a health condition or what, but he was very overweight, looked pregnant with twins or triplets. And my God, he injured a lot of guys. He tried that butterfly suplex that he would do in the Pearl River plunge, sit out powerbomb. He couldn't even get a guy up. He lift him and drop him. And then Big T would fall backwards. It was embarrassing. It was actually funny. At one point, I started laughing at how bad Big T looked in the ring when I saw him in WCW. He was only there like 2 or 3 months, I believe. I don't know if he had a guaranteed contract. I don't know if he was paid when WCW closed, but if he was, my God, he robbed. He absolutely robbed Turner and AOL, Time Warner, if he's still paid. When WCW closed, he absolutely robbed them. Because the guy was really out of shape, did not have it anymore, and did not care. And as a kid, I fucking loved Ahmed Johnson. When I saw him in 95 show up, I was a big fan of him in 95, 96, 97. I still liked the guy. 98, I didn't care about him anymore. And a lot of people he pissed off and injured in WWF. He had a lot of heat. Mark Henry wanted to kill him. I think Mark Henry today, if he saw him, he would kill him or beat his ass because they have heat. So, it is horrible. Big T and Stevie, poor Stevie Ray, great worker, great tag team wrestler. But poor Stevie Ray had to carry the team. They defeated Booker T and Billy Kidman in the main event, Jeff Jarrett and The Wall. Why the fuck was The Wall wrestling twice on one Nitro? That's god-awful booking. That's like desperate booking. Like you don't have enough talent or you don't know what the fuck to do. Jeff Jarrett and The Wall defeated Sid Vicious and Vampiro. Not Vampiro, Vampiro. My fault. I thought Vampiro was great. Young guy, should have got a bigger push in WCW just like The Wall. But they did not. Vampiro, I believe, also has heat, or had heat with Sting. Because I guess Sting wouldn't put him over. I don't know. If I was Sting, I probably wouldn't have put him over either. Sting was still young at the time in 2000. He was like 39 years old, I think. Or 40 maybe. So let's go to the next Nitro, March 13th. I'm sure all the March episodes were building towards Uncensored, which I'm sure got a horrible buy rate. So, March 13th, they were from Rhode Island. This was actually kind of a good Nitro because the crowd was pretty hot from the East Coast, Rhode Island, New York. Or Providence, Rhode Island. 3 count defeated the Young Dragons in 3 minutes. That's way too short for all those guys. The Wall defeated Bam Bam Bigelow by DQ, 43 seconds. Horrible booking. Billy Kidman and Booker T with Torrie Wilson defeated Lane and Rave. Kurt Hennig defeated the Total Package by DQ, very short, 1:39. Norman Smiley defeated The Dog. The Dog was with, Brian Knobbs was with The Dog, whoever the fuck that is. I hope it wasn't Fit Finley that they called The Dog. But Norman Smiley destroyed The Dog, 59 seconds. My God, that's a squash. Terry Funk defeated Brian Knobbs in a hardcore match. Too short again, 3 minutes. Sid and Vampiro defeated the Harris brothers. Stevie Ray with Big T and Jay Biggs. Jay Biggs, by the way, was Clarence Mason in WWF. They defeated Disco Inferno, or Stevie Ray defeated Disco Inferno. Team Package, Ric Flair, Total Package defeated Kurt Hennig and Hulk Hogan by DQ. That I never liked that they teamed up Ric Flair with Lex Luger. Flair was better than that and should have been treated better. So now let's go to the March 20th Nitro from 2000, held in Florida. Gainesville, Florida. Chris Candido came in. I was happy about that he got a deal with WCW. I think it was a short-term deal, or not even a contract, but he was around for like 2 months, 3 months. And after this, I don't know why I probably know why. Sadly, Chris Candido probably had to leave WCW because of fucking Sonny. Had got him heat, I bet. Because after his WCW run, Chris Candido showed up in XPW. Very sad he couldn't stay in WCW again. I blame Sonny. I'm sure she caused problems backstage and pissed off everybody. And I don't feel one bit sorry for Sonny getting arrested over and over and over. She needs to be locked up in a rehab or locked up in jail and just rot. She doesn't deserve any more chances. I swear, she was just arrested. Sonny, Tammy Sitch, arrested again. For like the 10th time, it feels like, in like 2 years. Or 3 years. How the fuck you get arrested that many times? That means you got major issues and problems if you're getting arrested 10 times or something like that. And I think it was DUI again. What the fuck? That I will never understand. Why people do that. So, Chris Candido defeated Lash Larue. Lash Larue, I thought, could have been a good young star, but they never really pushed him. He was like a cruiserweight guy. Fit Finlay defeated La Parka. Very short match. Billy Kidman and Booker T defeated the Harris brothers by DQ, and it was for the WCW tag titles. The Total Package with Elizabeth defeated Vampiro. Disgraceful. Horrible booking to put over Lex Luger over Vampiro. I'm just saying that because looking back on that, that's a horrible idea. And poor Elizabeth. Stuck with Lex Luger in 2000, and my God, she was stuck with him until the day he died. And he didn't know what to do. A fucking moron son of a bitch could not help Elizabeth be saved. Calling 911, crying, I don't know what to do, you fucking bitch. You let Elizabeth die, you scumbag. Piece of shit. Now, Lex, the guy had his own problems when Elizabeth passed away. That was in 2003. I'll talk about that in a future Year in Wrestling Reloaded. But, Lex was roided up, drugged up, steroided up, pilled up, and probably had a ton of alcohol in him. I don't know what the fuck he was on. He was on everything when Elizabeth passed away, sadly. And he probably got her hooked on everything, too, with him. The scumbag. Lex, you deserve to be blamed for Elizabeth dying. Because you were with her and part of it. Now, I'm not going to say you should be charged with murder. I don't think that, but you fucking let her die. Because you were a horrible person and addict at the time. So let's go back to Nitro review. Hugh Morris defeated Norman Smiley. Who cares? I like Norman Smiley. The guy was super entertaining, but I didn't care about Hugh Morris. Kurt Hennig defeated Dustin Rhodes by DQ, a minute 50. Like, why have a match on TV that's a minute or 2 minutes? That's god-awful booking. And WCW knew how to do god-awful booking right in the year 2000. That is for damn sure. They were horrible at putting their matches together. The only decent matches were on pay-per-views. So, my God, WCW 2000 is a fucking mess. Check out my fantasy booking, WCW 2000. I fantasy booked the whole year for WCW in 2000, and I believe I did a way better job than what they did. So check out, again, that playlist of my fantasy booking, WCW 2000. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. 10-part series, 10 shows. Tank Abbott defeated the Barbarian by knockout. Disgraceful. Real life, the Barbarian would fucking kill Tank Abbott in a real fight, I believe. Tank Abbott got lucky in UFC. He took on guys that were nobodies, that really had no fighting skills or martial arts skills. But in a real fight, I bet you Barbarian would kick Tank Abbott's ass. And if Tank Abbott had to fight Haku in real life, Haku would have killed him in like a second. Sting took on Ric Flair. I don't remember that at all. On a Nitro in 2000, but Sting defeated Ric Flair in 5 minutes, 20 seconds, March 20th. Nitro. Maybe I should watch that match tonight on the cock. Maybe I will. Hulk Hogan, main event, Hulk Hogan and Sid Vicious defeated Jeff Jarrett and Scott Steiner. Let's go to the final March Nitro of 2000, March 27th. Monday Nitro from South Padre Island, Texas. I don't know where the fuck that is, but weird. Maybe it was a spring break Nitro. Those were god-awful, those shows. Those are in Florida, I believe, those spring break Nitros, not Texas. Michael Modest. The guy's a pretty good independent wrestler, cruiserweight. Defeated Prince Ikea with Paisley. Later on, he wouldn't be called Prince Ikea anymore. He'd be called the Artist or something. The artist known as Prince Ikea. They tried to rip off the Prince gimmick and gave it to a wrestler. That's hilarious. Big Ron. Who the fuck's Big Ron? I don't know. Maybe Tank Abbott's friend. Big Ron defeated Booker T in a minute 40. Disgraceful, god-awful booking. Maybe Big Ron was one of the Harris brothers. Still, he shouldn't have defeated Booker T. The Young Dragons. Later on, they would get a manager, and my God, she looked good. Leah Meow. Formerly in ECW, is the best name of all time for a female, Kimona Wanalea. Oh, that name's hilarious. I think Raven came up with it. Sting and Vampiro teamed. This was pretty awesome to see them as a tag team. Sting and Vampiro defeated Team Package, Ric Flair, Lex Luger, in a Texas Tornado tag. Meng defeated La Parka. 52 seconds. That is believable. That Meng could destroy somebody in 52 seconds. I don't got a problem with that booking. Because Meng probably the toughest wrestler alive, in the ring and outside. Hugh Morris defeated Terry Funk by DQ. Poor Terry Funk. I know he's in his 50s at this point, but he shouldn't have lost to Hugh Morris. That is god-awful booking. Jeff Jarrett and Scott Steiner defeated Buff Bagwell and Kurt Hennig. The main event, The Wall defeated Hulk Hogan by DQ. 4 minutes, 38 seconds. So on the next episode of Nitro, I will review is April 3rd, 2000. Now let's go to Monday Night Raw. Something good, finally, I can talk about from the year 2000. ECW was great in 2000. But WCW was not great to talk about or fun to talk about. So now March 6th. Monday Night Raw from Springfield, Massachusetts. A big show with Shane McMahon. Defeated Kane by disqualification. Kane was with Paul Bearer. That was weird that Paul Bearer was a babyface in 2000. Mark Henry with Mae Young defeated Devon Dudley. DX, Road Dogg X-Pac with Tori. Defeated Too Cool by DQ. Chris Jericho defeated Kurt Angle by DQ. Raw was a lot better in 2000, but my God, all these DQ finishes. It's worse than 2022 booking now. Can't have a Raw with a whole bunch of DQs. God, if they did that, I would destroy them on Twitter. Rikishi defeated Triple H by DQ. My God, you have one. How many DQs? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good God. 4 disqualifications in one Monday Night Raw. Horrible. That's like bipolar booking. Like, you don't want people to lose clean. What the fuck? Steve Blackman with Al Snow defeated Matt Hardy with Jeff Hardy. And what do you know? The Hardys will probably reunite. Look at this WWF logo at the bottom. This is an old school throwback shirt. The Hardys are going to reunite in 2022 in AEW. That's pretty amazing. That they were wrestling 22 years ago. They will probably be wrestling in their 60s like the Rock and Roll Express are. I think they're still wrestling the Rock and Roll. Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn with Eddie Guerrero because sadly Eddie tore his bicep, I believe. So he couldn't wrestle, but he was still on TV with his arm in a sling. If Eddie tore his bicep, I think in February in his first WWF match on SmackDown, he did a frog splash on Billy Gunn, tore his bicep. He was back by April. He was wrestling at Backlash, I think. Or Backlash or Judgment Day, Eddie wrestled. How could he come back so fast in like 2 or 3 months from a torn bicep? Anyways, Eddie Guerrero's a freak athlete. That's how he came back so quick. So, yeah. Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn defeated Christian and Edge. Crash Holly, the hardcore champion, defeated Viscera to retain the title. The main event, The Rock defeated Chris Benoit in a cage. 10 minutes, 53 seconds. That was a good main event. Unlike Nitro's in 2000. So let's go to the next Raw, March 13th. This is building up towards WrestleMania 2000, WrestleMania 16, which I'm going to say and talk about. And say WrestleMania 16 had no Undertaker, no Stone Cold on it, but it was still a great show. You had a great triple threat ladder match. The Dudleys, the Hardys, Edge and Christian. Edge and Christian won the tag titles. It was great. Really good main event. Fatal 4-way. Mick Foley, Big Show, The Rock, Triple H for the WWF title. And don't forget, there was a McMahon in every corner. That was pretty funny. Also, they had the Hardcore Championship that I enjoyed at WrestleMania 16. The Hardcore title, Hardcore Invitational. It was pretty damn entertaining to me. Guys bled and just beat the fuck out of each other with weapons. You had the Mean Street Posse in there bleeding. Taz was on fire. Hardcore Holly, Crash, Viscera. I think the APA was in it. The Headbangers were in it. So WrestleMania 16, very good WrestleMania. Not great, but very good. So this is March 13th, Monday Night Raw 2000 from East Rutherford, New Jersey. Hot crowd as always. The Hardy Boys. Again, this is why I wore this old school Hardy shirt that I got over 20 years ago. It's still in good condition. There's no tears or rips on it. So, anyways, Hardy Boys, Man Jeff defeated Head Cheese. Al Snow and Steve Blackman, what a funny name for a tag team, Head Cheese. Mark Henry defeated the Dudley Boys. Or Mark Henry and the Dudleys ended in a no contest. It was a handicap match. Mark Henry was feuding with the Dudleys because Mae Young was powerbombed off the stage, I think in March, by Bubba Ray Dudley. What a great moment that was in our Raw history. Kurt Angle, the Intercontinental or European champ at the time, would be Intercontinental at WrestleMania, I believe. He won. Or no. Kurt Angle, going into WrestleMania 16, was European and Intercontinental champion. Lost both titles, I think. Or maybe, I don't remember, but I think he retained one of them, maybe. I know Jericho and Chris Benoit feuded at Backlash for the IC title, so I guess Kurt Angle is still European champ. I don't remember. This is 22 years ago, people. So Kurt Angle defending the European title in a triple threat against Jericho and Taz, and he retained it. DX, Road Dogg, Triple H, X-Pac with Stephanie McMahon, Helmsley, and Tori defeated Rikishi and Too Cool. Kane defeated Big Boss Man. Very quick. 3 minutes. Dean Malenko defeated S.A. Rios to win the Cruiserweight title. S.A. Rios was with Lita. Lita debuted in March with S.A. Rios. Trish also debuted in 2000. Same time as Lita on Sunday Night Heat. 99, 98, 2000, Sunday Night Heat was a damn good mid-card show. So, up next we had the Acolytes defeat Christian and Edge. Christian and Edge were with Terry Reynolds. I don't know why. Chris Benoit, Perry Saturn defeated Test and Val Venus. The main event, The Rock defeated The Big Show. Now let's go to March 20th, 2000, Monday Night Raw. After I'm done reviewing these March Raws this year in Wrestling 2000, Reloaded will be done. I appreciate it if you're still watching me talk about 2000 wrestling. So, Hardy Boys again defeated DX, the Road Dogg, and X-Pac in a number one contender tag team title tournament match. The Big Boss Man with Bull Buchanan defeated the Godfather with his holes. The match never started, so there was no winner. Too Cool. Grandmaster Sexay, Scotty 2 Hottie defeated Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn in a tag team title tournament match. Kane defeated Rikishi by DQ. Chris Jericho defeated Chris Benoit 6 minutes. Head Cheese defeated the Hollies in a tournament matchup. Christian and Edge defeated the Acolytes in a WWF Tag Team title #1 contender tournament match. A test with Trish Stratus. TNA was Test and Albert. TNA was in WWF before the company TNA started. But it was a different TNA, if you know what I mean. Test again defeated Val Venus. Christian and Edge wrestled twice and defeated Head Cheese. This was I believe the main event elimination for the tag titles. Tag Team Battle Royal for the tag titles, I think. Who knows? Anyways, it was Christian Edge, Head Cheese, the Hardy Boys, Too Cool, ended in a no contest Tag Team Battle Royal. That's weird. Too Cool and Scotty were eliminated first, then Head Cheese, then Edge and Christian versus the Hardys ended in a no contest, so it went to one-on-one matches, or went to tag matches after every team was eliminated. Main event, Triple H, the WWF champ. Was this for the title? Yes, it was. Triple H retained the WWF title. He defeated the Big Show and the Rock in a triple threat. And this Raw, March 20th, was from Chicago, always a hot crowd. March 27th now, 2000 Monday Night Raw, the final Raw of March. Chris Benoit, and this was from Houston, Texas, by the way. March 27th, 2000. Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero defeated Chris Jericho in China. Crash Holly defeated Hardcore Holly for the Hardcore title, so he retained. Rikishi Fatu. Rikishi defeated Road Dogg by countout. Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn defeated the Hardy Boys. Kane with Paul Bearer defeated Kurt Angle by DQ. Test with Albert and Trish defeated Al Snow. Bo Buchanan, Big Boss Man defeated D'Lo and the Godfather. There is no contest. X-Pac defeated Devon Dudley. The main event, The Rock and Vince McMahon defeated Shane and the Big Show. Special referee Mick Foley and Triple H. So those were Raws from 2000. Not all the shows were great, but the crowds were so damn excited and hype back in 2000. You want to see hype crowds now? Watch AEW, Dynamite, or Rampage. Sometimes WWE has good crowds, but a lot of times they don't. So this ends my Year in Wrestling Reloaded 2000 show. The next shows, I'll review ECW TV from March 2000 and Nitro and Raw from April 2000. Hope you enjoyed this Year in Wrestling Reloaded 2000. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye for now.